Hello everyone, my name is Nicoya, and this is Kentucky Route Zero. Act 4, Scene 3, The Mucky Mammoth. Oh wow, we're watching the videos, I guess. I thought we'd go aboard without Shannon. Cat's looking like is watching the dog do his thing. Yep. Well, let's try the next video. This video is a little bit boring. Watch your hands. Alright, so what videos do we have in here? The shells are full of dusty tapes. Some have been relabeled several times, the stickers piling up thick on their spines. Birds, funeral thing, or weather. Funeral thing sounds kind of morbid. Weather might be nice. Birds, weather. Let's go weather. And we shall insert that. Keep your fingers clear. The on-screen title identifies the program as The History of Weather, Volume 3, Drought. Over footage of a dry riverbed, the program's narrator explains the differences between modern drought and ancient drought. The narrator proposes that modern drought may hardly be considered weather at all, since its severity and behavior are so influenced by human activity. I don't know, still seems like weather. Is it boring? Yeah, I guess we don't really have any other options to click around on, so I guess that's boring. Better try something else. Alright, what else is there? The shells are full of dusty tapes. Some have been relabeled several times, the stickers piling up thick on their spines. Burns, a bunch of question marks. Birds, a bunch of question marks. Funeral thing or science? Science is fun, but let's face it, we can all just surf Wikipedia. The question marks are interesting. Hopefully it won't be quite as boring as talking about drought being completely man-made and thus not weather. So let's watch this, shall we? That awful hum seems to start before Shannon even hits play. There's a familiar room. There's the blank gray walls marked with tape and school desk, and this time she notices a few more details. The murky carpet like standing water, some video equipment stashed in the corner, a row of lockers. And there's Weaver, looking serenely at the camera. As before, she starts speaking, and, as before, there's no sound but that hum. Shannon finds Weaver's words coming back to her, as they appear in the captions on the screen. Weaver. Who was Weaver? I don't remember. ... Mail, school, and those magnificent, tragic horses. Go underground as deep as you can go. The air is cool and the earth is damp. And when you close your eyes, you are surrounded by the dead. Remember where that is? You'll find your way from there. I think this place is what you're looking for. Some of it will wash away soon, but I think you'll be happy here, even without the mail, school. The text repeats for a few minutes, and Shannon stops the tape. Wow, that was slightly odd. Do we want an eject or do we want a main deck? Well, we're not just going to leave that in there. And return it to the wall. And let's go main deck. Not sure there's anything more too terribly interesting there. Anything else too terribly interesting would sound better. Yeah. Anything else too terribly interesting? Let's talk to the folks, shall we? Hey, I forgot about that horseshoes thing. I love that. Can we do the thing again? There it is. I missed that. No, it was only a few notes. Slow and sad, like funeral music, you know? I don't remember it being sad, just simple and unburdened. Maybe that's what funeral music sounds like to me, unburdened. Dying does relieve you of your burdens. Oh, hello. Kate and I were just trying to remember the Mammoth song. But neither of us have heard it for years. Will just found the mechanism. The mammoth's belly, hidden in gritty, matted fur. Ha! It's like a big music box, a slowly spinning cylinder covered in metal pins that pluck her dulcet guts and pump the bellows of her in her bowels. That is an interesting metaphor. But some of the pins are rusted and worn away. Easy to replace if we can remember what the notes were. Did I hear you browsing the archive next door? Find anything good? Where did all these videos come from? I found something pretty unsettling, actually. Oh dear, I don't even know what's on half of those tapes anymore. They used to all be movies and that kind of stuff. I like nature documentaries especially. Some people left home movies or little art videos they'd made. So I was trying to think of like home as the place, not home movies as the noun. But that damn VCR devours anything you leave in it. Well, good thing I took it out. It just switches into record mode at random, I think. It picks up whatever is coming in over the antenna. Of course, the only station we get down here is that WEVP, community television, you know? They got that show with the gentleman playing banjo in his birthday suit. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure I would have remembered if I saw that. Oh, yes. And if there's no tape in the machine when it tries to start recording, it makes this awful sound, like putting a squeaky toy in the food processor. I can hear it above deck. Awful. Well, maybe we should have left tape in it. That's why I put the sign up. Please do not rewind after watching. At least that way nothing gets taped over anymore. Where is this station, WEVP? I'm sure I can fix it. Yeah, I'm not sure you can fix that, but my hero. We were talking earlier. She has intuition for these things. I just like to take things apart. It's not intuition, just experience. Hey, taking things apart is the best start. You should meet Dashiell. He did a lot of volunteer work for WEVP in the early days, wiring up antennas and relays, stuff like that. I think you two would have a lot to talk about. He works at the telephone exchange. No, I'm afraid he's been let go. Oh, that's sad. Oh yeah? That's odd. He still takes the ferry to work every day. I'm sure he's at the telephone exchange right now. In fact, I dropped in there a few hours ago. Ooh, sounds like he's in denial. We're stopping at the telephone exchange again shortly to deliver their mail and pick up their trash. You should go ashore when we do. Ask for Dashiell. I'll try to remember that. Well, I guess I just don't find out what happens at the rum shack place, the rum colony. Yes. I really missed a chance to lounge on the beach around the rum colony. I do enjoy a drink, though I don't find their signature liquor suits me. But this time I elected to stay aboard and shoot the breeze with Kate over some mineral water. Still, I heard reports. I heard old man went a little deeper in his cups. Ezra told me about the dark corners. Junebug missed an appointment but didn't seem perturbed. Let's not talk about the sauce. I'm sure those two were more eager to listen to the house band. I can't remember exactly who was playing, but Patch always has someone in to tranquilize the crowd. So I guess I'm going to have to replay this to see what happens on the alternate sections there. Oh, if we're talking about the rum colony, I should tell you about Patch. He's a bartender, general manager, creative director. I guess that means he books the music. He's pretty much run the place for the last 7 years. A lot of folks assume he owns it, but that's not the case. The rum colony is owned by a dead man named Vernon. Technically, it would be owned by the power company, who once bought a sizable interest from Vernon as part of that state-sponsored investment program, but a clause in that arrangement requires them to keep their hands off the day-to-day and most profit. So long as Vernon walks this earth, the upshot of it all is that nobody can come forth to identify the body. So long as Vernon walks this earth. The upshot of all this is that nobody came forth to identify the body. I read that as one sentence for some reason. Patch is a good guy, though. Kind, trustworthy, and he mixes a strong Mai Tai, if that's your thing. Valkyrie and Blue lounge below deck, or Clara, Kate, and I stopped to do some business by telephone. What would I do with just the dogs? I kind of want to find out. Claire and Kate can do their business. I don't mind. And that'll do it for Act 4, Scene 3. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.